we're going to take a look at how to perform a rotation. So we're going to do this in our notebooks with an example, and you are going to need a piece of tracing paper. It's okay to use a piece of your graphing paper from your notebook if you really need to, but it is going to be much easier with tracing paper. If you still don't have your tracing paper, please let me know. I do have some and I can help you get it, but I can't do anything if I don't know that you need it. So starting with our line segment setup, I'm going to go ahead and put my tracing paper on top of my line segment. And I'm going to go ahead and put a plus sign at the origin. That's going to be the marker that I use to help me figure out how I am rotating. Then I'm going to go ahead and trace my line segment. Notice that I did not trace the labels on the points because I'm not really going to need those for the part that I'm doing with my tracing paper. So now that I have this little mark in the middle where the origin is, I'm going to be able to use that to do my 90-degree rotation. So if I want to go 90 degrees clockwise, I'm going to turn my tracing paper, and then I'm going to line that little plus back up. So it's rotated 90 degrees clockwise. Now I can look at my graph and I can see exactly where that line segment would be. Then I can go ahead and record the points. So I can see that point A moved to 1, -2. And I can see that point B moved to 3, -3. So I can go ahead and draw that. Point A moved to 1, -2. And point B moved to 3, -3. I've moved my line segment one time, so I need to make sure I label A prime and B prime. One tally mark for one movement. If I wanted to make a 90-degree rotation in the other direction, I can move my tracing paper back to the original position, and I'll move it 90 degrees counterclockwise. It's okay if it wiggles around because once I know it's 90 degrees, I'm going to line the origin back up. And now again, I can look and see. I can see point A moved to -1, 2, and I can see point B moved to -3, +3. So again, I can record that on my paper. Point A moved to -1, 2. This is the second time I've moved it, so I'll label it A prime prime or A double prime, 2 tick marks. And point B moved to -3, +3. And again, I'll do that B prime prime, 2 tick marks. I'll draw my line to connect them. Hopefully your lines are straighter than mine. Remember, it's the location of the points is more important than how straight the line is, because the location of the points is what tells me you know what you're doing. Finally, if I wanted to make a 180-degree rotation, it doesn't matter which direction I go because 180 degrees is the same either way. So I can just start spinning my paper, and there's my 90 degrees. So one more time to get the origin line back up. The paper is getting a little bit caught, that's okay. It's going to be 180 degrees. So again, I've got the origin lined up, and now I can see point A moved to -2, -1, and point B moved to -3, -3. So now I can move my tracing paper. It went to -2, -1. That's A with 3 tally marks. And B went to -3, -3. And I have 3 tally marks, triple prime. And there I can see I have 2 90-degree rotations and one 180-degree rotation using my tracing paper.